want you bored of being on the podium every single weekend and being disappointed when you don't win.
In this high-performance original series, we enter the world of Williams racing to explore what it takes. With episodes starring team principal James Vowles.
Oh, good. Fantastic.
Champion driver Jamie Chadwick, who's going to the next level.
Back yourself, believe in yourself, trust your process.
And Alex Albon's performance coach, Patrick Harding.
That's where I've seen the biggest growth in him.
Watch the Williams Racing What It Takes series now on the High Performance app.
The person you see now is the person I am as a leader. There's no different personalities. It is honest, open, transparent. You ask me anything, I'll answer it within the boundaries of what I can tell you at the time, or the knowledge I have at the time. Whatever characteristics you demonstrate, whatever behaviors you have, are those that others will follow by the nature of things. So enact every single behavior you want. In fact, I'd take it a step further. How do you get culture? It's about individuals creating the success and 1,000 odd people pulling together to create the success of one organisation.
It's post Silverstone. It's post the biggest, there's no doubt about it, Grand Prix for us. Into the race bays, bring together everyone and just talk to them about what happened. The key to this is this: everything is unfiltered. There's some pretty difficult questions, and we'll purposely answer them. Because I sort of talk from the heart. It also means that I'm not too worried about how I'm being portrayed, because it's just me. Good, I'm pleased. Just going to squeeze between you. Thanks so much. Sorry, this is now going to get very tight. Sorry. Now, oh good, you made it through, well done. If you have to really describe what do I do, mainly it's communicate. I believe in this organisation with all my heart and want this to be successful with all my heart, and I'm passionate about it. And that will come across. And that fundamentally is what I consider to be my primary job. That energy is just giving a little bit to everyone else. Afternoon, everyone. So there's a few film crews in here. That's high performance. So when I do a joke, please do laugh, as though I'm normally, there we go. Brilliant, excellent. In your main stage interview, you say we're not developing the 2025 cars very much, but our best guys are on 26. With a years and a half racing before they've started the 26 season, is this approach acceptable to our sponsors and supporters? Don't put a tenth on the car today if you can put 2 tenths on tomorrow. This is exactly the adage. That's why we're investing in the future. And it's not that I don't care about 24 and 25. It hurts and pains me when we went to Barcelona. Still now I wake up in the middle of the night questioning why. And I enjoy the moment where I walk in and see the points on the board. But I want more than that. I want you to be bored of scoring points every single weekend and wanting a podium. And then I want you bored of being on the podium every single weekend and being disappointed when you don't win. And the only way, and I really do mean the only way we're going to get there, is we have to transform above where we are, and we have to invest in the future to do so. So I'm giving you the opportunity that if we can invest in tools and infrastructure, and it includes across the organisation, that means we are better in the future, do so.
Irrespective of what department you work in, the message resonates. So it's not about being lost in technical jargon. It's not about being lost in the detail. It's actually what does resonate with every single individual that's woken up this morning at probably 6 a.m. to come here and perform at their very best. And ultimately that comes down to competitive drive. I think that's what links us all in together.
I burn up to 1,400 calories in a race, and I lose 5% of body weight. What does it take to become a professional racing driver? The resilience to not give up when the going gets tough. My heart rate goes to 190, and it averages about 175, 180 for an hour.
The first female to win in 15 years.
Oh my God!
Jamie Chadwick is an Indy Next winner!
If I look at where I was last year, it's taken a lot of hard work, so it feels like hard work has paid off.
Jamie Chadwick's incredible improvement in Indy this season has strengthened her position as Britain's leading female racing driver. A 3-time W Series champion, Jamie's been part of Williams since 2019 and is in her second year racing for Andretti in America. Now a Formula One Academy advisor for Williams and encouraging young girls to get into karting, Jamie invited High Performance to her gym session at Grove to talk us through what it takes to go to the next level.
Being a racing driver, A, is how physical it is. You're combating a huge amount of force in the car, but then also whilst you're doing that, you're having to compute so much mentally and make decisions very quickly, and the ability to be able to remain composed allows you to operate at your best, and then that gives you high performance. Being back at Williams, sort of a family to me over the past 4 or 5 years now. Feels very full circle, kind of bumbled through the sport initially, not really knowing what opportunities there were, not really knowing what the ultimate pinnacle or the ultimate end goal was. So we are hosting over 40 female racing drivers that are all competing in the Jamie Chadwick Series, which is to really encourage as many young girls into the sport as possible, starting in karting at the grassroots level. So I thought it would be nice to bring them to a Formula One team and a HQ and experience that for the first time.
Now we've got a Q&A with Jamie. I know some of you have submitted some questions as well. So Jamie, would you like to join me on the stage? To win an Indy Next race, how was that? Take us back to that moment.
Sort of thing you dream of. You always go to sleep at night and you think, okay, I want to achieve that, I want to feel that moment. But when I look at last year, it was a big learning year. A lot of moments I thought, okay, this is going to be a big uphill battle, and it was. First year in Indy Next was tough. It was a big transition, a big step up as well. Got to the first race. I didn't quite qualify last, but I may as well have done. It felt just like the whole world was on my shoulders, and I came out of W Series with quite a lot of pressure, social pressure as well, to perform, and we just weren't anywhere near where I wanted to be, felt like I could be. I wasn't necessarily confident because I didn't know if it was going to pay off. But then, yeah, first race, the speed was good. Second race, the speed was good. It was just consistently being able to be competitive. I was like, wow, this is actually a new feeling. And the one thing that's massively changed is my strength. So to attribute it one thing or another, that was what I put it down to. I knew that I needed to obviously get stronger. You needed to really have that foundation going into the year. So as soon as I had 2, 3, 4 months to properly prep, that was kind of hammer time.
My name is Patrick Harding and I'm a performance coach in sport, but specifically with Alex Albon in Formula One.
I am George, I'm 25. I am absolutely not a Formula One driver, but I will give it my all, and maybe I'll get somewhere that's not embarrassing.
So what we're going to be testing today are 3 key components of fitness in Formula One. So we're going to look at aerobic capacity through VO2 max test. We're going to look at neck strength and endurance through some neck strength testing and some endurance testing, as it sounds. And then we're also going to look at some cognitive load testing and decision making through some reaction speed testing.
Apprehensive, but I'm just more intrigued to see how I actually do in comparison to someone who is a top level athlete who's got a crazy job. So I'm intrigued to see where me not being able to drive and with a very average fitness base can reach.
So the tests that we're going to do today are well-established tests that we would use to benchmark physical and cognitive capacity in not just Formula One, but through our academy in Formula 2, Formula 3, Formula Academy, Female Racing Series, but also even right down into FRECA and karting. So these are well-established tests that we use to benchmark our drivers pre and post season.
I've got no driving experience. I can hardly drive a car, so there we go. I've still got provisional.
I've had a good chat with George. He's got a bit of a background in rugby. He seems pretty confident. He looks like a fit, young, healthy guy. So obviously I would expect him to commit himself well to the test. How he'll match up against a Formula One driver like Alex, whose job is to be a professional athlete, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm interested to see where he fits on that sliding scale from Formula One right down to karting.
Watch the Williams Racing What It Takes series now on the High Performance app.